Hello and welcome back to Core Finance. I'm Matt Brown. I'm joined by Mike van Dulken, who is Head of Research at Accendo Markets. How are you today, Mike?
Very well, thank you.
Well, thanks very much for coming on. We're going to do 3 videos today, starting off with the FTSE, and you've kindly brought some slides along. Earlier today we almost got to 7,400, which seems like a key level at the moment. So just talk us through your chart that you've kindly brought on today.
Yeah, so last week we rebounded from 7,300 and we closed on Friday, or closed the week, with a breakout above 7,440, which at the time bode quite well. I think we'd actually spoken last week about potential for us to get there. So that bode well for us moving back onto 7,560. Unfortunately, as has been the case in many of recent weeks, geopolitics have turned the tables on us for the new week. Obviously the North Korean nuclear test has seen us open the week to the downside, although as you mentioned, holding 7,400. Round numbers are renowned for being either held up as support or resistance. So for the moment we are down versus the close of last week, but we've not ventured too far south, which still leaves us with potential for a rebound, which we've actually seen since just after the open. We tested low, we've rebounded since. I think there is still potential for us to go back for another test of 7,440. Perhaps this serves as the kind of consolidation for the big move we saw towards the latter end of last week.
And from, looking at the chart there, we can see the range is, feels like it's starting to narrow and narrow, and it comes to a point where you probably need to look at, let's say, short-term trading just on the day, trade those ranges. And when you're looking at a chart and investors are looking at a chart, how do they now look at this and say, where's the pattern here? Where is the trend on this? Because it feels, as I say, in a very tight range now.
Yeah, I mean, the summer trading can often be pretty dull, and it's more than often we see a lot of range trading. I mean, there's a classic one there, 7,300, 7,440. We were looking all through this for any signals that either 7,300 was going to give way, or, as we saw late last week, that 7,440 was going to give us that breakout. Okay, unfortunately we've hit a bit of a hurdle there right now, and we've come back. But if anything, we're just now in an even narrower range, looking for either a break back above 7,440 or indeed a break below 7,400. And if 7,400 gives way, strong potential for us to run all the way back to 7.3. And if the 7,440 can be tested again, I think it would kind of reignite the fires of optimism that saw people thinking, oh, we're on for 7,550 now.
Fantastic. And just finally, for our viewers on the axis on the left, you've got you've plotted the volume.
Yes.
What should I be?
So often we see volume across the bottom of a chart, showing how much volume was on a given day. I've actually moved this up to show volume traded at any given price level.
Understood. And
this shows the amount of activity at any level, which can often be a better idea of where support and resistance will kick in. So it's no surprise to see, I mean, there we've got one of the biggest bars is 7,380. And what's that, 7,425 where we are now. And that makes sense with how much time we've spent around those levels, and they can give us an idea of where we might be looking to kind of release either bullish energy or indeed inspire bearish energy should there be a break higher or lower.
That's great. Mike, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.